Alright, so today's the day. It's Schiehallion. This is going to be a very long walk. Oh, cup-marked stones.
Yeah, I'll try and remember to point them out to you.
Oh, that's a nice view. We won't get that today. There's no snow. There's lots of interesting stuff in the area. Yeah, I've got the lackeys with me for the way off the hill, which can be quite kind of hard on the joints. So let's go. Seems that the white stones mark the path. Then you're going up on the shoulder and up to the top. So there's a little stone on by the wayside with some cup marks. They're not as easy to see, but they're pretty deep. Here, there's lots of them. Don't know if you're able to see them as well. There's not many swirls from what I can see.
No, it's just cups.
Just cups. And there's a mountain over there.
You get cup ring marked stones, but this is just cup marked stones.
Right, so cup mark rather than cup and ring mark. The cup and ring mark was the one that we saw at Weem Forest. Seems like the sun is coming out. I might be wrong, but I think that over there is down Coilich, where I had gone up before, and you get a really nice view of Schiehallion. There's another house here. Probably 18th century homestead. And these stones, they're not stones at all, they're bags of sand. Go figure. So what I think these bags of sand are for are they are to repair the path when it starts to erode through water coming down and obviously people walking on it. So the view on the loch is starting to open up. Get a great view of the mountains over there as well. I love some of the pink granite that you can find up here. So it's definitely gotten a lot colder as we're going up. It's gotten so cold and windy that I decided to double down on some warm clothes, and it looks super stupid, but I like wearing a hat on top of a hat. So slowly we're getting into the territory of the bigger rocks. So it's the shoulder of Schiehallion up there. We've got some of the bigger rocks. Now, so far you don't have to walk over them, but that's gonna change pretty soon. Here's a little update of how far we've come. You can see the car park just down there. And also you can see Queensu somewhere. I think it's on that end of the loch. So that's shoulder number 1. Came just from down there. There's a few what you would call false peaks. You can't see the peak, and you get up there, then you see the peak, and then it sort of keeps going like that. I think there's 3 of them.
Aye.
So one of the perks of Schiehallion is that you can get cloudberries. And these berries, they grow in the Scandinavian countries in the north. But here, up on the shoulder of Schiehallion, we are effectively in a tundra climate. So you get a little bit of a different types of plants growing here. And this cloudberry, it's not ripe. Funny enough, you expect berries to go darker, but cloudberries go lighter. So let's see if we can find any ripe ones. There's a whole field of cloudberries there all over the area. So it's very hard to time these things. The first time we found them, it was completely by chance. So now this one's pretty much ripe, so they turn this pale orange when they get ripe. Now, how to describe the taste if you've never had them? They're a little bit boozy.
They taste like mulled wine.
Mulled wine, basically. Yeah. It's the 31st of August today, and the ones we saw them there, they're already finished. The leaves have gone brown. But these ones up here, they're just about ripening. So the further up you go, obviously the colder it gets. And the first time we found them, it must have been mid or end of September. But this autumn has come quite early this year. Right, so here's one of the shoulders. And you can already see part of the top. I don't think that's the very top, I think that's sort of another shoulder, because there's quite a rocky top up there. Now, the going is about to get a bit tougher. Now we have to climb up the rubble, and I think that's the topper up there. That's another beautiful view opening up. There's the last shoulder of the mountain next to me. And there's the other loch down there. And that should be Loch Tummel. Look at how steep that looks, especially there. I don't want to fall off the top for sure. Love when the sunspots show up. There's a few there, and there's a few more there. So this is the point where you have to find your step between all these rocks. Whoa! Not fall off. So this is when the rocks start getting bigger and more dense. And you still have a rather nice view. Oh, you can see the lower shoulder now from here. I think the view on the other side is also pretty beautiful. Almost at the top. Right, so this is where you need to climb a little more, but we're almost there. Massive rocks. This is perhaps the summit. And what a view. So which loch is that? Loch Rannoch. Loch Rannoch's pretty big, huh? And here's the other side. Somebody's done a little Celtic inspired carving on the stone. That's pretty neat. I wonder if 100 years in time people will think it's like 2,000 years old or something. It's quite surprising how little wind there is up here considering how windy it was on the way up. So let's check out some of these views. You can see very, very far. And it's one of the paths that you could go along and just follow. way through those hills. I wonder where that leads to. So I have been told that this is Ben Lors. I'll just take his word for it. So I can kind of see what he means because I think that's Ben Glass there. This tops of you. When you go up Ben Lors, you can go up Ben Glass first and then you go up Ben Lors there. There's a nice ridge. It's like the west and southwest of the Western Highlands. They're very pointy looking. It's like over there as well. And then we've got the Cairngorm Plateaus over there. They're very nice and flat. And more sunspots. I love sunspots. There's a house over there. I wonder if it's some kind of a bothy for walkers. Or whether it's just something else. I have no idea really. It's right over there. Right, so challenge number 2 is to find a way down and not break our legs in the process. We'll see how that goes. There's all this red stuff on all of these stones. I do wonder what it is. You see how there's massive amounts. This is either some kind of iron or some kind of microorganism. And this is the time spent going from stone to stone, trying not to lose concentration, try not to slip off or fall down, because it can be pretty dangerous to hurt yourself here. I love this colour combination of the rusty red and the super bright green. Now that I'm having a closer look, it does look like it might be some kind of plant. Maybe a type of lichen. I said somebody tried to build a fort down there. Not a bad attempt. Found a few more berries. Now, this colour is pale pink. This is like overly ripe, whereas this colour, sort of peachy orange, and it's a very, very good colour for actually eating them. So I've come down all this way. That's most of the big stones out of the way. It should be easier from now on. It's yet another shelter, and the wind is definitely picking up. It's getting really cold again. Somebody decided to leave their names here with a Sharpie. Interesting idea. So we're almost at the bit where it stops being a mountain path and just starts being a straight path. So I'm looking forward to that. So there we are, back at the car. The mountain's looking quite good. So all of these cars didn't get any space in the car park, so they're at a popular spot. Of course, I sort of completely forgot today is a bank holiday, so I guess a lot of people would have come out to see. Well, so this was our walk up Schiehallion. Oh yeah, so thank you for watching.